I just wanted to get on here for a short bit and give you a small tour of the course and answer some questions I think you might be having up front. It's good to be back, and I've missed chatting with a lot of you this summer, and I'm looking forward to being your teacher again. So I would have my face on here, but I am beat down and tired, and I look like death warmed over. So you're just going to see the screen. Anyway, so here is the announcements assignments. This is set up pretty similar to how it was before. The difference is we're now using this Lumen text, okay? I still haven't heard back from, I did have a student, thank you, Q, for telling me that the bookstore is saying that they do not have the correct code. I believe even if you get the code for the composition one, if that's all that they have, um, you can still use that to get access into this, and it won't change the course material. So that may make no sense to any of you. You'll understand more of what I'm talking about as I go through this. So hopefully you have already gone into Module 1, which is where we are. There's an overview of Module 1 right here, the literary analysis or cultural narrative. Actually, I needed to change that title. That may be the wrong one. I might need to take that out. Actually, I'm going to do that now because I took off the literary analysis and just we're doing something totally different. Anyway, so I'm going through and seeing things that forget the Model 1 overview for right now. Okay, I'll get you a new one. Promise. So see, we're all learning as we go, right? I spent, I can't tell you the hours I spent on this course this summer. Okay, so I'm still working out the kinks. So just bear with me. I'm here for you. I'm gonna, I'm trying to make this as pleasurable as possible this semester. So, the syllabus and agenda is in here, and the way the course is set up is let's go. I'm not going to go into the syllabus right now. You can read that on your own. You know what a syllabus looks like. Anyway, yeah, with the screencast, I can't get it to click on it there. So sorry, with the screencast on, there's like a right here. There's something you can't see. Okay, so anyway, this is what your agenda looks like. You need to print this off and have it at easy access as to what you have to do for the week. I will also send this to you at the beginning of the week, an idea of what you're going to be needing to focus on during that upcoming week. I thought everybody's kind of crazy right now, and especially with um, you know, you know, just the transition into the semester, and also, I knew there would be some issues with Waymaker, Lumen, the new stuff. So we do not actually have any of that due. That requires that coupon code until the third week. Okay, so I just basically took that off the radar, and we're going to just do other work. But with that being said, I have already gone in and I see that some of you have already tried to get into Waymaker. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the rhetorical reading unit and show you what it looks like, because that's probably the thing that you have the most questions about. So going back to my, let me go from assignments, module 1, let's go to week 3. And here is the Lumen link. Okay, this is the study plan is you will be able to do, you should be able to go ahead and go in and start reading. So basically this right here is an overview of what you're talking about, rhetorical reading. And then you go right here and you take a quiz. And it's basically like you'll go in, I'll go ahead and show it to you, and show what you know, rhetorical reading. Now, some of you, the first time you click into this, you don't see none of this is showing up. Well, number one, ask yourself, am I using Google Chrome? That for some reason this program, and actually Blackboard, most things run better on Google Chrome. So just use Chrome. You can download it for free. Okay. So this is like you have to take this quiz. It's basically like, what do you know about this? Now, some of you might be like, I just want to click. I don't want to take the quiz. You can. I'm also going to upload PowerPoints that can give you kind of tips before going through and taking the pretest. Otherwise, what will happen, so I'm just going to go through and I'm going to click and you're just going to see this. So, you know, let's just say item 1. I'm not even reading this. No, yeah, no, no. Okay, next. Not reading it. So we'll just see, you know, when in doubt, what do they say? Check C. I think it's probably, I don't know. I'm not reading it. To do well, I can't, yeah, so I'm just clicking, not paying attention, going for B. Okay, submit activity. Yes. Okay, so let's see how I did. 42%. And I can also track and see that you spent 32 seconds. So I will also know you didn't even try. Okay, so basically now that they know what answers I got correct or incorrect, it's going to give me reading material. Aha. So this thing actually tracks how much you read. Okay. So here's the deal. Or, you know, like how long you spend, or, you know, the concepts you get and the concepts you don't get. So now that I have taken this quiz, where is it? Back to study plan. So now I'm going to have an updated study plan and I have more to read probably. Okay. So these are the things that I go through and I read. It's an interactive textbook. There's videos. They're going to ask questions as you go through it so that you're actively reading. Okay. Hey guys, this is all new for me too. I have gone through a lot of the different text tools. Um, they are some good questions. It is a textbook though, okay? It's not going to be like a novel, like Small Great Things, right? Okay, so after you go through and read it, and you do get multiple chances to take the quiz, you're going to take the quiz on the material, and that is worth 20 points. Okay, so reading this material, you're going to get 5 points. The system will track it. This right here is 20 points. So 25 points each week is doing this, reading the text, reading the information, and then taking the quiz. Okay, and that's all tracked through the system. And the system will send you emails and tell you, great job, you're doing awesome, or it will actually send you tips and say, okay, so we're struggling here. This is what you need to work on. Okay, this is basically my way of kind of alleviating the fact that we can't be in the classroom and I'm not going to lecture over a textbook on Zoom for hours. But this is an interactive textbook. So we're just trying it out. I feel free, well, not today, but feel free to let me know what you think. I do think it's a, you know, as far as textbook goes, it's decently interesting. Okay, so now going back. So once you do that, but you don't have to do that till the 3rd week. So now what am I doing? I'm going out of here. Okay, I do know what I'm doing. I promise. Okay, so this is a rhetorically the quiz. You usually have one of these per week. Okay, and then this is just interesting. This is text information. It's outside of Waymaker, but it does, you know, it does give you information that will be helpful for that week, the topic. Okay, so I'm going back to week 3. Or no, let me go ahead and go back to module 1. Could have done that easier. All right, so I'm in module 1, week 1. We're going to be doing, I think it's kind of fun, especially since most of us have already, well, you haven't necessarily been in the same class together. You may not know each other, but we're going to be exploring biases in our culture. And So what I wanted to do, instead of doing a writing where you're writing a traditional essay or narrative, I want you to talk about where you're from. So the first week, all you have to do this week is post a picture of yourself so I can get a visual of what you look like, because not all of you have I taught before. Then tell me a little bit about yourself, your major, family, hobbies, and then after watching the TED Talks that are right here in this box right here, what are your thoughts about cultural and ethical bias? Do you feel your family and environment has affected your views of the world? Okay. All right. Now, these are some really interesting TED Talks. um, you also may watch something else or talk about something that you've read in this as well. So this is just starting the discussion because again, the book that we are reading, Small Great Things, which I'm going to go ahead and skip over to, let me go to, I think it's week 2. Um, no, I'm in module 2. What am I doing? Sorry, I do know. I was up at 3 in the morning trying to get all my other classes ready. I spent the most time on this course. Thank you very much. Okay. It's just been a hot minute since I have been in it. So, okay, week 1, introduction. No, I didn't want to do that. Sorry. Taking your time. Okay, week 2. Okay. So, this tells you about the narrative essay that you're going to be doing. But as we're doing this multimodal module, so you can actually do a video, story, or you can do, you know, a picture collage. We'll talk about this more next week, okay? So I'm just starting to get you thinking about what is your diversity, who are you, where are you from, all of that, okay? Then I guess it's in week 3 that we actually start reading the book. But guys, don't wait till week 3 to start reading Small Great Things, okay? Because it's kind of it's not like a thin novel, okay? And you can order it on thrift books for like $4. Um, but you'll notice once we start reading it, now this gives you an introduction. These are some great articles written about the novel or why Jodi Picoult wrote this book. And basically, it was her exploration of white privilege. She is a white woman, and so it's written from the perspective of a white supremacist, not a yeah, a white a racist jerk basically, and then a white middle class lawyer, and then a middle aged black nurse. Okay, and I'm not going to tell you a whole lot about it right now, but go ahead and get the book and start reading because we are going to be having discussions about the book, especially as we're starting to think about what topic you're going to focus on this semester. And I want it to deal with some area that you feel like the other side is extremely wrong. Okay. And then, so because you're going to actually have to write like the other side in module 2, okay, which is like 7 weeks in. So for the first 6 weeks, we're just exploring our own biases. You're writing about your culture. You're giving a picture, painting a picture of who you are and where you come from. And again, that kind of like, since we're out of the classroom, we can't be in the classroom, let's just get to know where we are and who we are, okay? Um, so anyways, the next module you're going to do writing about the other side. So you're going to actually have to write from the perspective of the side that you disagree with. Okay. And I got this idea from this TED Talk by Lori Gottlieb that I watched this summer, and I read her book and I was like, what a cool perspective to actually think about what is a reverse narrative. Who what does the other what was the other side thinking, what was their intention? And that's what makes great argument. We've talked about that, and we're seeing that so prevalent in our world today